runs, grabs his jacket. He jumps from that mother. He lands and he just screams, Frost!
Yeah.
And then Quinn comes back. He's all healed and everything. And he tries to kill Blade. Blade gets that wire, cuts his head off. His glasses fly up in the air and he catches that shit. And when that music came, everybody in the theater lost their goddamn mind. Everybody was screaming because we all knew shit was about to go down. Yo, man. That whole sequence of Blade he was fucking pissed.
It was go time.
He was beating all their ass. Remember when he got that dude on the ground and he was repeatedly kicking him in the dick? And then he just screamed again, just Frost! She said Frost!
Taking it out on that dude's junk.
He was screaming just Frost, where the fuck you at? He was mad as shit. And I was here for it. And he just beating everybody's ass. He gets his sword and it's chef's kiss. That shit was so sick. And then Frost shows up and he's just like, hey, you ready to run this shit? Blade immediately, no talking, runs, backflips. He starts stretching out his shoulders and they just start going the fuck at it.
They go at it.
They just start going the fuck at it. And then obviously Frost, even though he got the vampire god in him, he ain't running that shit like Blade. Like
no, because Blade just got his juice.
He's not as skilled as Blade. So Blade cuts off his hand, cuts him in half, and said, "That's the end." And then fucking since he the vampire god, he just attaches back, and Blade looks over and he just
like what the fuck?
He said, "What the fuck?" And I think during that time, with rated R movies, you could only say fuck I think once or a certain amount of times.
No, that's PG-13 movies. PG-13 movies. This was all right. This movie was all right shit.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Oh jeez.
So mind you, fucking they still going at it. Blade's kind of getting his ass kicked because Frost, the vampire god, the vampire king god right now. And then the fight's going fucking on. Blade's just like, all right, I can't beat this nigga. I gotta think of some way to fucking turn the tides. And he sees the serum and he's just like, okay. So he throws the sword at him. Deacon Frost is just like, you missed. And then the
serum.
The
little safety on his
safety
sword
breaks. And he throws the serum at Deacon, and Deacon's just like, that shit ain't gonna do nothing to me. And he just starts tossing that shit like darts at him. He just got all the vials in him. And then Blade says the line. He says the line. He says, some motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill. And kicks that serum in his head. Everybody in the theater was just like, oh shit! What? Nigga, what? Then kicks the serum in his goddamn head. And yeah, that fucked him. That
did it.
Yeah, I mean, he was a vampire god, but he did take in a lot of that serum. It
was a lot of vials.
I think it was like 8, 9 vials.
Yeah, it was a shit ton of them.
Oh yeah, and then fucking he just explodes. He just explodes, and then Blade tells Karen it's done. We can get the fuck out of here. And that's pretty much Blade in the nuts. God damn, Blade so fucking good. That's Blade in the nutshell. God damn. And then what was crazy? What was crazy is that fucking at the end of the movie, they in the sunset, she's just like, oh, I can figure out a cure and everything. And Blade's just like, nah, my job ain't done. It's more Deacon Frost out there. It's more vampires out there. I gotta go figure this out. I wish they would have brought Karen back, even if it was for a cameo for the second one or the third one, because she was a cool ass character and she held her own.
Yeah, she was really cool. Like she did hold her own throughout this movie, and it was I was a little surprised that she didn't make any sort of appearance after this one, but
I loved her. She was amazing. And then the ending, I love Blade 1's ending because it just gets you so hyped because we're in Moscow now.
Yeah.
We're in the snowy setting. And then you see the whole door with the vampire symbol, and the girl's going with this suave Russian guy, and he's about to eat her. Blade shows up in Moscow speaking Russian. And I was like, what the fuck? And he pulls out the sword again, and he said, and him and the vampire about to fight, and as soon as he like does the thing with the sword, it cuts out. And I was just like, hey, the fuck? It felt like the movie didn't end. It felt like we're going into Blade 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I was already ready. And after that, it took them a while to make Blade 2.
Yeah, Blade 2 took a minute.
Because I was waiting for a while. Because after that, I was fucking hyped. I said, we need a sequel. And I was waiting for a minute. But don't fucking get me started on Blade 2. I can't even tell you which one I like more, but Blade 2 was a fucking solid. That movie was so good. Bitch! Blade 2, I will say, I like Deacon Frost, but Nomak from the second Blade.
Yeah, Nomak was fucking
wild. I swear for God, I'll start talking about Blade 2 right now. But Nomak from Blade 2, that final fight that they had, I can't even get into it right now. That was like two animals fight. Let me not get fucking started. Shit. Let me not get fucking started. Bitch. But that was Blade 1 in the nutshell.
I was just here for the ride on this one.
I fucking love. God damn it! I fucking love Blade 1. That movie is so fucking good. Man, shit. Yeah, that was Blade 1 in a nutshell. If this hasn't convinced you to go watch Blade 1, or if you haven't seen Blade 1 and 2 and even 3, stop what you doing. Send the kids to their auntie, grandma house. Tell your job to fuck off. Have a day to yourself. Cook your favorite meal and go watch Blade. Like, stop what you doing. Go watch that shit right now. Right now. Right now. I'm going to lose my voice talking about Blade.
I know, we just got him back, too.
We just got him back, but I'm going to lose it after this episode. Man, what's your favorite parts about Blade? Jesus. Tell me some good.
Oh my God. She's laughing into a can. What the hell's going on over there? Oh my God. Shit. I don't even know where to start. Because you kind of covered everything, but Blade, the character as a whole, was just like a whole new level of like your superhero.
Yeah.
Because it's like he was a superhero, but it didn't feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
And it was so different at the time, following Batman and like Superman and stuff like that. I mean, God, that nightclub scene, the way it opened was just like, anytime you hear that song, like that shit just plays out in your brain.
You just hear Blade.
Yeah.
You know it's Blade.
You know Blade's coming.
Yeah.
The whole fight scene with Deacon Frost at the end was so badass.
So fucking sick.
So good. I feel like your favorite thing is the whole thing.
Yeah, man, this is the whole thing. The whole movie. Like I am going to buy another version of that Steelbook. 4K. Because you gotta watch Blade in 4K. Blade is just one of them movies that just came out at the right time. It came when we needed it most.
Yeah, like it followed Batman and Robin and reinvigorated the whole superhero movie genre thing in a way that didn't feel like a superhero movie.
Yeah, because Blade, many people didn't even know. I didn't know back in the day that Blade was a Marvel character. I
Yeah.
just thought this was a fucking movie.
Yeah, like that caught me off guard too when I was like, oh shit, like
Then
this
I
dude has a
learned,
whole
then I
comic book
found
series.
out a little later, Blade's an established Marvel property. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like back at that time, there wasn't a lot of stuff being done with superheroes outside of like your Batman,
Superman.
your Superman. I mean, you were kind of staying a lot of DC stuff.
Yeah.
And then when Blade came out, it was just like, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Like it completely like flipped that shit around. I mean, I think the only other Marvel property that I can think of right now, and I'm probably wrong, was back in the 80s when you had Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher.
Yeah.
But like, well, that's the
thing.
That wasn't helpful.
But yeah, Blade, like, I'm sure I guarantee, because I remember when Blade came out, nobody knew it was a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
And like nobody that I knew at the time knew it was, you know. But again, like that was in '98, so we were youngins.
Until it came out, and it was just like, oh damn.
Yeah, we were youngins at the time, so we didn't know better.
Yeah.
We know now.
But goddamn Blade. Goddamn Blade. Honestly, if Marvel wants to make a Blade movie, I would suggest they just bring back Wesley Snipes and they do a kind of Logan style send off for Wesley Snipes. He don't have to die. Well, if they want him to die, cool. Well, if Wesley wants to die, cool. They just do a Logan style Blade where we send him off, or he passes the mantle to his daughter, because he does have a daughter who takes up the whole
Blade
thing. Blade thing. And she's a badass. Because I'm all like, hey, Marshawn Ali is pretty much in his 50s, I believe. And Wesley Snipes is in his 60s. So I'm just like, just get Wesley to do it. Y'all, Marvel, y'all ain't making that fucking Blade movie. Y'all failed like 6 times. And you saw the hype when he came back in Marvel vs. Deadpool. I mean,
Deadpool
Wolverine. When Blade showed up on screen, lost my fucking mind.
That shit was wild.
I almost snapped my neck. I was like,
I was there.
That was the biggest surprise. When Wesley came back as Blade, everyone was just like, give him his movie. Give him his fucking movie.
Yeah, because those cameos, that like his appearance and all those other ones were just like, what?
Like all the cameos were great, but just having Wesley back as Blade was just,
yeah, that hit a nostalgia thing right there.
Yeah, that hit a personal, like a emotional thing. Like, damn, that's some good shit. Like, man, public service announcement yet again. If you haven't seen fucking Blade, if this episode hasn't convinced you to go see Blade, I can't help you. I'll just send some copies to your house free of charge. Like, I'm just like, hey, motherfucker, you gonna watch Blade?
It'd be fucked up. You send them a copy of Blade, they open it up, it's Shaun of the Dead.
We still doing the Shaun of the Dead giveaway, but now I'm convinced that if somebody hasn't seen Blade, it's my God-given right to send them a free copy of Blade to their house personally, just because. You don't even have to send it back. Just keep it.
You're gonna show up on the doorstep like, here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send it through the mail. If you didn't like it after you watch, gift it to somebody else.
You're just gonna show up and you're like, we're gonna watch it together.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it together. I'll pay for the food. I'll pay for the wings and pizza. We're gonna have a big back session. Just pizza, wings, big back shit.
Big back Blade.
I fucking love Blade as a movie. Blade 1, Blade 2, even Blade 3. I didn't like it when I first watched it. It has a soft spot in my heart. But Blade 1 and 2, Don't even get me fucking started. Don't even get me started. Bitch, don't piss me off. But yeah, that's all we got to say. That's all we got to say about Blade. This was Best Buddies Spookies. This was Blade in the nutshell.
Just hanging out.
We just hanging out talking about fucking Blade.
Well, you talked about Blade. I just kind of hung out for the ride.
I was like, man, when you said, hey, we about to talk about Blade, I said, fucking bet. Yeah. I said, bet. Oh, shit. I got a lot to say. Said we was talking about Blade. I said, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. It's certain movies that I will be like this. Blade 2, don't get me fucking started. The Thing, Alien Romulus, Evil Dead, all the Evil Deads. What other movies? Fucking Shaun of the Dead. Don't even get me fucking started. Hot Fuzz, The World's End. Certain movies, I'll just go off on. I'll talk for hours. I'll talk until my fucking tongue falls out of my mouth. Jeez. Then I'll staple that shit back together and keep on talking like a fucking ventriloquist. That didn't even make no goddamn sense.
No, it did not. But I'm here for it.
But yeah, that was us talking about Blade. Hey, if you like Blade, let me fucking know in the comments. Let us know in the comments. Let me know why you like Blade. What's your favorite scene? Do you own it? Do you have it on 4K? Hey, if you talk about Blade in the comments, I will personally talk with you for hours about Blade. We can just talk back and forth. I'll be laying down on my stomach, feet in the air, having a good old time, eating snacks and shit, talking about Blade. On some real shit. But yeah, that was the end of today's episode. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself mentally and physically. Make sure you're drinking your water, your liquid IV. Make sure you're not stressing yourself out too much. Make sure, you're taking care of yourself, your family, taking care of that mental health, because that's important. Just want to, always want to end the episode on a good note. Make sure everybody feeling good.
Some positivity out there.
Positivity. We need more positivity in life and in the world, because everybody you meet going through something, they're battling something, they're going through some shit. So, be kind. Have that positivity, spread that love. And on a side note from Papa right now, ooh, go watch that Blade tonight. Chill the fuck out, enjoy yourself, put Blade on in the living room, and somebody asks what you watching, just say, shut the fuck up, Blade's on.
I like how you said chill out, and you're like the least chill out, just screaming at people.
Somebody asked you, what are you watching? Can we watch something else? Shh, chill out, bitch, Blade's on. Where the wings at? Fucking hungry.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was Best Buddy Spookies. That was the Blade episode. We love Blade. 1998. Run that shit. I don't think it's streaming on anything right now. It was on HBO Max, but I think they took it off.
They took it down. I was checking.
Yeah, they took it down. But
that's why you buy the physical.
You know what that means. You know what Papa gonna say. They took it off streaming. Buy that physical media. Hey, if you comment at the end of this video, I might just gift you a copy of Blade. I mean, why the fuck not? I'll send you a 4K copy. I want you to be happy. Shit, I want you to watch Blade. This is shit. Shout out to Wesley Snipes. You are Blade. You created. Wesley Snipes, I don't even know what to say. 1998, you changed the landscape of everything. With you and Blade, everybody, all the actors, the crew, the directors, everybody involved in Blade changed the landscape and changed everything for the superhero movies, just movies in general. You set the tone, and that's an achievement. And much respect to all the people who were a part of Blade, whether it be directors, sound, just everything. Y'all fucking crushed it, and y'all left behind a legacy that's still going strong years later. I'm losing my voice, but I don't give a fuck. Best Buddy Spookies. We're out of here. This episode is done. We're about to leave. Before I start talking about Blade again, this will be a 6-hour episode by the time I'm fucking done. I'll lose my voice. I'll start doing fucking sign language if I have to, if I lose my voice. I ain't fucking playing. All right, everybody, have a good night.
Smooches.
Best Buddy Spookies out of here. Smooches.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God. I'm dying.